Hi, and welcome back. Tonight we're having millionaire spaghetti. Hey y'all, and welcome back. Get on in here, get on in here, get on in here. You know what time it is. It's time for us to talk about this love and marriage Huntsville, child. There's so much going on and off camera, all in these Huntsville streets. And we're not going to even mention the YouTube streets. But if this is your first time on my page, I say welcome. Love to have you. Fix you something to eat, pull up to the table, and let's talk a while. If you're returning, I say thank you for your continued support. But what we're going to do is I'm going to say grace, and we're going to get into the menu, and we're going to talk about this love and marriage Huntsville, okay? Gracious Lord, truly thank you for this food I'm about to receive to nourish my body and to feed my soul for Christ's sake. Amen. Y'all. There's so much going on in these Huntsville streets. It's kind of hard to follow because as I'm watching the show, we have to realize that the show has already wrapped up. And the things that are coming out now are like genuinely after the fact. So, I'm trying to stay focused. But let's talk about the menu. All right, I made some millionaire spaghetti. I'm trying to take baby steps into getting back in the kitchen, okay? Baby steps. So we have millionaire spaghetti. I have some garlic bread. And I have some leftover Alfredo because I'm a saucy person. And I want to put some sauce on my stuff. So we're going to get into this love and marriage Huntsville. So it opened up with Tisha and Marceau. Looked like Tisha packing up. Look like they moving. Well, they are moving. That's what they said. They're moving into an apartment because they're going to do some renovations to the house that they're in. And they're still talking about Scott's Manor. They believe in that. Bless their hearts. But she packing up, trying to, get ready to go. But I'm going to tell you something. That's good. I want to put some Alfredo on it. Okay, so now in the midst of Tisha packing, because they moving into an apartment, tell me why Marshall got to come in gossiping like a woman. He come in gossiping. He got to tell her what all happened between Martell and Tiffany about what went down at Black regarding Tiffany talking to Sheree. And what's her name? Tisha, acting like a little girl. Oh my God. They like gossiping. They like talking about other folks. And that's something that I don't get. Because I'm thinking y'all got a lot on y'all plate that y'all need to be working on instead of being in somebody's business. But no, they can't handle their own business. They rather get in somebody else's. But anyway, they talking. She tuned in on every word because she's looking for something to stir up some mess. She want to go back and spread this. She loved the thought of that. Ooh, she going to get what's coming to her. Man, okay, I'm not going to put that in the atmosphere. But, you just like I said, when you dig one ditch, you better dig two. Look at that. And Marcel even had the audacity or the nerve. He knew what he was doing. He said, if you want to gossip, gossip. If you want to be messy, be messy. I'm messy, you messy, we messy. That was the realest thing he ever said. The first time he's ever been honest about anything. Yeah, y'all messy. And who next? Tiffany and Lou. We're going to talk about Tiffany and Lou, of course. Now, Tiffany done been attacked by these men, and I ain't mad. She told her husband. She should have told him. Because it wasn't right for them to do that to her. Now, granted, she shouldn't have said what she shouldn't have did what she did either. But those two men, it just didn't look right, So now she bringing Big Lou in the picture. Of course he's mad because that's his wife, his pregnant wife. And this what y'all do. These the games y'all want to play. So of course Big Lou upset. I get it. So he's saying he gonna talk to him. He gonna straighten it out. Okay, fine. Then who else? Oh, Kiki didn't make an appearance. Well, I guess her and Tiffany ain't friends. She didn't come to the baby shower, did she? I guess after the upscale event. I guess they're not friends. I don't know if she just wasn't invited or she just didn't show up. But Kiki wasn't there. Who else? Stormy and her husband. But they ain't really got nothing going on. They showed up at the baby shower. I'll get to that later. Kimmy and Maurice. Listen, they putting way too much information out there in these internet streets, okay? Okay, now let's get to the baby shower. Two things happened at the baby shower, two events, 2 point of events. But first, I'm going to talk about the men. That's when Martell, you know, wanted Big Lou to come outside so that they could talk about it. And I don't think that they were aware that Tiffany already told her husband, so it wasn't no shocker to him. So, but what bothered me the most, why Marceau doing all the damn talking? As Lou talking, Marceau, tell me what you heard. Why would you say that? Why was he talking? He was absolutely inserting himself in something that completely and totally did not involve him. I don't like them two pairing up together. Neither one of them be up to no good. You get what I'm saying? So they going out there talking. Tell me why Marceau, he continues to do more talking than Martell. He had nothing to do with it. So why would you be that vested in that situation? And it had nothing to do with you. I don't know. Well, they talked about it. And the one thing I can appreciate, Big Lou said Tiffany was wrong. I didn't say she was right. And that's what Big Lou was standing on. It's not the point of what she did. It's the way y'all went about it, trying to correct or trying to find some type of solution to this problem. Y'all shouldn't have never went to her. You should have came to me. And that was something I can respect. And I think Lou's hands was kind of tied too. You know, even though he may have wanted to put paws on somebody, it ain't too much he can do because she was in the wrong. And I think he knew it too, even when she told him. If y'all saw the look on his face like, why did you say that? And he genuinely felt, I felt his anguish when he said that to her. Like, why you wouldn't set me up like this? But anyway, so that was the men. Yeah, that was the men. It had the potential to get rowdy. But you know, old Maurice Luther King had to come outside. It probably was a good thing that Maurice came out there. It was. I get it. Now, let's go talk about these women. Y'all, Letitia was about to bust. That woman was so eager to spread the information, what Marceau told her about what Tiffany said to Sheree. Too eager. The whole time she was sitting there grinning, ear to ear. Looking like a fool. And it just, I don't know. It's just something with her. It's something with her. It could be that makeup too, because I don't know. Her color is off. But anyway, she couldn't wait to tell it. And she told it in its entirety, okay? My disappointment came in with Miss Nell. I didn't expect Miss Nell to repeat it verbatim the way she said it. I believe she is a little tipsy. And the only reason why I said that, because you saw her husband over there trying to pull her back in. Okay, vagina. You know, she wouldn't even look up. But I had such high hopes for Miss Nell. But I guess she in the bag with them snakes too. I don't know. I expect Stormy to participate as she did. It almost as if Stormy hate that she didn't get the information. I think Stormy wanted to be the one to put it on blast. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all look. Good cheese. Because did you notice as Tisha was talking, Stormy was like, she told me that too. Mm-hmm. Oh, and she didn't tell me that part. You know, just want to be a part of it. So now when Mel actually arrives, it was Miss Nell who blurted it out. Now, with Tisha trying to be politically correct, asking Mel about, we talking about something and we don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. And Mel was like, y'all can't make me feel uncomfortable about nothing. Do you hear me? That woman is so unbothered about them hillbillies to do what y'all do. Do what y'all do, and they did. They did. So now they're sitting at the table, and Miss Nell is the one who delivered the message. I'm disappointed in you, Miss Nell. I'm disappointed. I would have never expected that from you. But of course, you know, Stormy had to take a step further because Stormy's going to get her a moment. She going to get on TV. She going to get something. It's not just going to be Tisha done got the spotlight. Tisha was able to bust it down or put Mel on blast, as she would like to think. Ooh, it's falling. So now here comes Stormy. But did you hear about the other part? Did you hear the other part? Yeah, do you know Sheree? Well, Tiffany said you drove to go to her book signing and to take pictures with her because you was a fan. Y'all, I want to pop Stormy my dang on self. Mel, let old girl complete her thought and said, like when she like asked, do she know Sheree? Well, I met her many years ago, you know, but no, I don't know her. So now that's when she comes in with the story about her being a fan. And Mel was like, well, no, I was at a natural hair expo and she was a paid speaker. She was on a panel. And she was like, so, you know, we were at the same event, so no, I didn't drive. If y'all would have saw the way Stormy face broke, Stormy was really trying to force a moment, and Mel just wasn't having it. Mel just that cool. You get what I'm saying? She's that girl. She's the one you want to be. Y'all couldn't see her break. Y'all want to see her sweat. She ain't sweating for y'all. Y'all, as you say, you ain't got enough. Well, let me see. Is there anything else left from the baby shower? Well, no, Mel left early because of what they was doing, or, you know, the mess they was trying to start. And she'll tell you quick, I ain't trying to be a part of this. Whenever I come, that summons these deep conversations that I don't want to be a part of. So, Mel, deuced up and got out. Amen. Okay, now, off camera. Y'all remember a while ago when Stormy was cussing out these old ladies who came to her warehouse? Tell me why that lady done pressed charges, done sent the police for Stormy. She done sent the police over that Stormy. Stormy claims she's sick. To where she got to go to the hospital. She said there was an sepsis alert on her, so they admitted her to the emergency room, which you can't get admitted to no emergency room. Tell me why she's supposed to be under this sepsis alert and near death, and she's so sick, and she want to spread awareness about this. This woman taking pictures of herself, and she wasn't cute, posting them, making posts, and responding to posts. Now, when I say responding to posts, these weren't get well soon, Stormy. She responded to people who said, that's what you get, this, that, and the other. So now she got to respond. I don't know why people would say that. I'm sick, and that they want to blah, blah, blah. She just going on and on. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, if somebody's sick, because sepsis is a serious illness, why is the first thing come to mind is social media? Not me trying to get my family together, make sure my husband's straight, my child's straight, my business straight. No, I'm going to go to social media. That's the first thing you do. I can't even support those type of shenanigans. I can't. And then somebody said that she got sick the same day the police was knocking on her door. Girl, you better set down. You better set down. And then who else? Who else had got issues? Tisha and them moving, right? Tell me why the word on the curb is that they're not together, that they're separated. And you know, a piece of me believe that. They don't act like a couple. Do that make sense? I don't know. I kind of believe it. In the way that I heard the theory, the rumor, or what's alleged, is that Tisha's moving out into the apartment. Marcel is staying at the house. Now, the storyline behind them moving is that they're moving into an apartment so that they can do renovations on the house that they're in while they're building Scott's Manor, a.k.a. Bedrock. I didn't give it that name. I probably didn't give it that name. That's the word. That's the name it's been given on the streets. Bedrock. But anyway, say that they're moving into an apartment so that they can renovate the house that they're in. Which, if you honestly think about it, Scott Manor still's not going to be ready for another 2 to 3 years. And that's coming out of Tisha's mouth. 2 to 3 years. And they're also saying, alleging, how can that be so when they owe the people who was drilling up that rock over $60,000? That's why stuff done stopped, construction done stopped, because they owe these folk money. Y'all, it's killing me. It's killing me. The only reason why I believe that allegation is because it don't make sense to move out of a house into an apartment, then later come back to the house, especially when you got another house already under construction. You done broke ground on it. So why are you paying rent in an apartment when you're in a home that you supposedly own. That don't make, y'all, it don't make sense. And not to mention, keep in mind now, you got to understand how many lawsuits they got. They got several lawsuits on them. You get what I'm saying? They done had a flop with the black on, what is it, Bet on Black, whatever event. They were trying to raise $150,000. Ain't never got more than $200. Oh, man, that was a flop. I ain't heard too much about the Black Expo. So I don't know how that went. It seemed like they're coming up on some hard times, and instead of dealing with them head on, they rather masquerade, mask it, camouflage it, or whatever, and go with a different storyline where you meddling in other folks' business. Okay, that's just not cool. It's not cool, and just like I said, it don't make sense. It don't make sense to regular people, so I know it don't make sense to y'all. Y'all ain't got the kind of money you think you got. I don't know. Talking about Tisha and Marcel. Kiki, she done went on Facebook saying she ain't gonna be quiet no more. And she's like, you wanna know, she gonna tell it. Y'all, this is, just like I say, this is after the show done wrapped up. I thought that they made amends. Obviously not. They done did something to piss Kiki off, because now she's willing to tell it all. Somebody even suggested that she write the book, okay? And then you got Miss Wanda, who's threatening Kiki that if you're talking about my family, always gonna be war and all this other stuff. Y'all, she been doing lives. She done had these old wide behind braids. Well, they weren't wide braids. It was wide parts with these braids. I hate talking about old folk, but she deserve it. It's just one of those things. You know, it's hard to listen to her and that thick tongue. She's her daughter's mama. But, you know, she just carrying on. Oh, God. And then, guess what she put out? This is alleged, even though I heard it on her live. Carlos ain't letting us talk to y'all YouTube peoples no more. He said we can't talk to y'all YouTube peoples no more. Y'all, I'm just dying. I'm dying. And I think that all came from the interview Martell did with Queen Sheba. Why did they do that? Why did they do that? Queen Sheba. Queen Sheba's on YouTube. Queen Sheba's bad, okay? She bad. I promise you. And this is what I think happened. She interviewed him. It was almost 2 hours long. I listened to it, and I've listened to the other clips, you know, the other YouTube bloggers, you know, have on it, just in case I missed something or whatever. But, yeah, I listened to it. Y'all, this is my theory on it, because she did an excellent job. She did an excellent job. I give her all kudos. You got down, girl. You got down. But this is why I think Martell actually did the interview. Queen Sheba is a beautiful woman. She almost looked like she could be his type. You know what I'm saying? So when he sat down, he's flashed that beautiful smile. Y'all know he got a beautiful smile. He's flashed that beautiful smile. And Queen Sheba, she has a beautiful smile too. So she can match that energy. You get what I'm saying? But y'all, that brother was not prepared for what was behind that beautiful smile Queen Sheba had. Oh my God. This brother talked himself in circles. He done admitted to certain things. And I don't think he realized till after the fact. And then, but what actually gets me with him was when he felt like she was no longer just, I ain't gonna say enamored with him or in awe with him or pawning or fawning over him or whatever. When she was asking questions, she was trying to wrap it up. A lot of things he didn't want to touch on, she didn't push him. She didn't push the issue, but she let him talk. She let him talk. She let him talk, do what he wants, say what he wants. However, in her questions, they were well placed, well thought, and well organized, okay? Queen Sheba asked him, why now? Why now you don't want the children on social media or whatever? And he's telling the story about my beautiful daughter. Her, you know, say, you know, she saw a picture that, Mel, don't get mad. Melody showed my beautiful daughter a picture of me. No, that was The World. That's on TV. That's on TV. Everybody saw it. But anyway. So she was trying to tell him, don't go there, because I'll double back. You know, you said you don't want to talk about it, so don't talk about it. He was like, his whole demeanor changed. I'm talking, a whole nother personality came out, y'all. He was like, now why would you say that? Are you against me? As if he couldn't believe that somebody can actually fact check what the F he's saying. That gonna call you. I ain't gonna say she called him out on his lies, because she was way gentle, very, very gentle. You know, and I don't think too many people would have been able to survive that interview. Had that been some of the other YouTube bloggers that I listen to, like True Tea or Here for Hot Tea, even Chit Chat, they would have ate him up. Okay? It wouldn't have been that smile. It wouldn't have been that casual. It wouldn't have been that calm. Okay? True tea. That brother would have been coffee by the time she was through with him. He would have been coffee. Do you hear me? Oh my goodness. But anyway, Queen Sheba did an excellent job. I promise you. But he really thinks that no one sees what he's doing. He's one of those like, I'm invisible, you can't see me. You get what I'm saying? So as, you know, she's like, well, no, because if you put it out there, I'm going to have to double back with additional questions that may be harder. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. He feels like no matter what he does, that he's a good person. He's a good man. He don't see all the drama and trauma that he has caused and created in all these people's lives. You get what I'm saying? He honestly just do not. He don't like being told no. He don't like being opposed. He don't like being challenged. He don't like nothing other than what he like. You get what, if that makes sense? You get what I'm saying? He scares me. And what about him scares me is that because when he finally pop, or when he blow his top, or when he's ultimately triggered, yeah, it's gonna be. I just think that it is so funny how Martell is going through all this to rehab his reputation. Meaning, you know, he went on that little tour with Carlos. So he can tell everybody how wonderful of a person he is and how he's never done anything wrong. Shortly after it come out about him in a revolt, shortly after it comes out about a Revenge P tape that he's supposedly plotting with Coleslaw to put out, which is crazy. Now, he being drugged all through the streets, Huntsville, YouTube, Instagram, with this interview. And Queen Sheba did nothing wrong. She let him have his way, and he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it when it came back. He just scared. He scares me. But, you know, he trying to rehab his reputation and all of his image. And if you was a good person, you'd want to need to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Your actions will speak louder than words. It seems like he's so gung-ho on trying to be right. He want everybody to know that he's right. Like when he was talking to Queen Sheba, the judge saw everything my way. 99% of things went my way. How it went your way when you didn't get custody, you didn't get child support, you didn't get nothing. So how did everything go your way? Was that your plan? You get what I'm saying? And then on top of that, the second go round, you didn't have enough. Your money wasn't long enough to finish the fight. Your money wasn't long enough to finish the fight, bro. Carlos King, Carlos people. Y'all need to get Martell some therapy. He needs it like royally. He needs it like right now. He needs it like yesterday. He needs some help. And I don't think that, you know, he can change his image or reputation by acting. Hint, hint, wink, wink. He got a lot of work he need to do within himself. I'm talking about a ton of it. Y'all need to get your boy some help. Because the way he's going now, he going downhill. Y'all, I tell you, when that brother finally pop, it's not going to be cute. So, that's pretty much it. I'm waiting on next week. I'm not excited. Because like I say, it's muddy. Because there's so much more going on outside than inside. The little shot at Mel, that's all that was, a shot that fell flat. Oh, and before I go, it is alleged that Tiffany is the one who released the photo from Crime Stoppers of that person who was shoplifting in Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, a building supply store that resembled Kiki. Said that she sent it to a couple bloggers and said, now tell me this don't look like Kiki. Y'all, that's dirty. That's dirty, 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 dirty. I would have never thunk of it. But then after she did what she did with Sheree, can't put it past her. Well, y'all, I'm going to finish eating. And what I want to say is I thank y'all for having dinner with me. I thank you for stopping by. If you're new to my page, I say you're welcome all the time. Fix you something to come on, we can talk. Leave me some comments so we can chat it up and be able to talk about it next week. And if you're returning, I say thank you for your continued support. So we're going to see what it's going to be about next week. I don't know where this thing going. This train right here look like it's going straight off the track. Y'all have a good night.